Well, good evening. It is Wednesday. It is 5:31 Pacific Standard Time, 6:31 Mountain Time, 7:31 Central, and 8:31 Eastern. And it's only 2:30 in the afternoon if you're in Hawaii and or Alaska. And if you're overseas, it's Thick Thighs Thursday. But nonetheless, welcome to episode number 167 of the Other Side of the Ball. And as you can see, Chris is well rested from last week as he was nursing his needs. needless to say
Dude.
by the needless to say by the reaction of his face. We are hoped to be
Mm.
joined by the quarterback of Mr. Hammond, and even before we come on the air, we already have one comment from the hardest working man in sports. That'd be one, Mr. Mel Carey of Flash Media Sports. How art thou, Mr. Vera?
Oh man, way better than I was last week. Let me tell you.
Well, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that at all. Um,
And anybody who's played with the stomach flu will know exactly where I'm going, and they all know exactly what I've been through. It is bad.
well,
Don't wish it on my worst enemy.
I will take your word for it. Mm-mm, mm-mm,
Mm-mm,
mm-mm.
no, no, yeah, yeah, no, no, no. Nobody wants that. I was gonna say that shit. That's funny. Nobody wants it. Nobody. It ain't worth it.
No, no, not at all, not at all. But
Yeah.
nonetheless, we are getting ever so closer. We are under less than a month and a half away from the start of the season, coming up to you on March the 15th.
It's
Um,
crazy.
I know, I know. Um,
It's crazy, man.
yes, it is, but that just means fun time, and that means being back in the booth with one Chris Vera. We are hoped to be joined by our quarterback, Mr. Hammond. He might be doing daddy duties, which definitely comes with the territory when you're trying to do a live show. So, if there's any players out there that would like to come on the show and talk about what they've been doing in the off season to get ready for this upcoming season, please, let us know in the chat, and we will definitely send you the link, and you can come on and talk about what you and what your team have done in the offseason program. We'll again like to thank, and I know Chris was mad because he really wanted to talk to Jaden Webb, I'm sure, last week, considering that Jaden Webb is making his long way to return after a season off to
Oh
the
heck yeah.
A7 and taking his
Sorry.
talents to the stealth. Appreciate him coming on last week. Definitely appreciated Cool Case Justin Shepard for coming on last week. So with that said, we'll give him one of these because it
Definite.
was greatly appreciated. And for the stomach flu that had to make Christmas the show, we say this.
Boy, I'll tell you what, it made me say something completely different than that, but that's all right.
I'm sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of this going off in your stomach.
Oof,
A
dude.
lot of that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like I said, it's yeah, I don't want to get graphic with it, but it was bad. And it was one of those times that you couldn't even keep water in your system.
Oh yes.
So it
The
no good.
fluids, the fluids are muy importante.
Yes.
With that said, before we continue, just one real quick. Certain a hole's birthday today, and I know he's out there celebrating. So
There's
to
two
you,
a-holes. You know that, right?
who's the other one?
Pierce.
Really?
Yeah.
Pierre? It's his
Yeah,
birthday?
Pierre's birthday and one Mizzle
Well, I did
is
not know. I
they
did not
share
know.
birthday.
I did not know him and Pierre are birthday twins. So
I didn't either. I found it on. I looked up on. I knew Mizzles was today, and I wished him a happy birthday this morning. And then I was like, got a Facebook notice, and I'm looking through it. I'm like, really? Didn't know Pierre's birthday was today as well.
well,
So yeah,
well,
birthday twins.
to Mizzle and Pierce, happy birthday. I know Mizzle's enjoying it because I saw he was having a some look like Chardonnay, but I don't know wines like that, so I'll just say happy birthday to both you guys, and enjoy your holiday.
Happy birthday, youngsters. Enjoy it. So what can we get into today? Since I missed last week and was just, I feel like I'm playing catch up.
Well, right now it's just a whole bunch of rambling going on right now. But I did see that the Stealth did have a game this past weekend. I don't know if it was the beach football game.
No, that's been moved to March.
Oh, it got moved to March. Okay,
Yeah,
well, there you go. Insider information, if you will. And
Mhm.
well, yes, the Hoosiers did win the
Yeah.
national championship, rightfully so. Congratulations to them. They definitely earned it. Um,
Dude, they did going to Miami's home to beat them at that.
yeah, that is a. It takes a lot of guts to do that for sure, for sure. Now,
Hundred
it's not
percent.
the page I'm looking for, is it? No, it's not that one. I'm in so
You
many
looking
groups, I
stuff up
swear.
on A7FL.com?
No, I'm going to the players page, if you will.
Ah, yeah, it takes some monitoring, man. I wish I had a little bit more time. It's been last couple of days have been absolutely crazy, work wise, and you know, football wise has been nuts. And that's NFL talk, and we don't do that on this show. So, going back
Yeah,
to
because
A7 and all
because
the
Corey
movement.
because Corey Hammond will have a conniption.
Who will?
Corey Hammond.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. He will. He will. Love you, Corey.
Wherever he may be. Um,
100%.
but
So it's
come
going to
on now.
be, uh, I've said it numerous times. I think this year is going to be very interesting for a multitude of reasons. Um, don't know if you saw the clip of the stealth, and it's a video clip, a montage, if you will, and some of the players that are going to be playing for them this season. Very interesting clip, I must say.
No, I did not see the clip. Um, I mean, we could possibly find it and play it. We would be great, nice to play it here and see what kind of
Well, I mean, this is last minute. I know how to do that now, so I can get it up and play it.
Oh,
But I just have to find it. And hold on, let me see if I could do that. So we could talk. I just can't see anything because I'm on Facebook trying to find it real quick.
well, while Chris finds the video, I'm trying to find the dog players group. Because I know one Kamari Michael wanted to come onto the show, and I'm trying to find him so I can send him the link. Because I know he wants to. Oh, he's not. He's always wanted to talk about football. So, Kamari, if you're watching, stay tuned. Trying to get to you real quick.
Yeah, and I found it. I just need to see if I could download it because I can't do anything unless I download it.
Of course.
Dun, 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 dun. All right.
And of course, there goes technology doing what it does.
Alrighty
Oh so
then.
regularly kicks me
Oops.
out. All right. So the game that the Stealth did play was against the Beach City team. Don't know their name, but they did come away with the win, 27-12. So our congratulations to the Stealth. They won by a final score of 27-12 against the Beach City Giants.
Oh, is that who they played?
That's who they played. Now this was padded football, but the Stealth did get the win, 27-12. So congrats to the Stealth that played in that game, getting the win by 15. as they played in Compton, California. This was last Saturday. So our congratulations to the Stealth. And we can also say that, of course, Jeremiah Reeves, who of course is the GM coach for the Gold, is always recruiting. And this was on the Nevada official players page that the Gold are looking for dedicated players for all positions to help rebuild the program. So if you're interested, please hit him up. Um, there it is. So
Interesting. So StreamYard's blocking it.
of course it is.
Go figure.
And also, we forgot to mention this. I don't know if we did, but one congratulations to one Mr. Kenny Mack. And hello, Jordan. How are you?
So Jordan,
So, Jordan, now are you playing for the Inferno this year since you have the logo as your display picture? Are you taking your talents to the ATL to the south? But before that, our congratulations to one Kenny Mack of the Insomniacs, who is now coaching the O line for the Vegas Nighthawks. So big congrats to Kenny
nice.
Mack for now
I can't believe
joining.
he's coaching and not playing.
Well, I mean that's his right.
Oh,
Um,
100% agree, man. I have no qualms with that whatsoever. But you know what Kenny brings to damn near any team, and I think you would agree, is second to none.
correct.
So I'm just like I said, and just surprised that he's not playing. He's only coaching. 'Cause, I mean that would be a huge addition to any football team.
Correct. But also now, what does that do to one of the best O lines in the league? Which now, I mean, obviously, there's no replacing Kenny Mack, obviously. Um,
No.
but the question is, whomever is his replacement definitely has big shoes to fill. But of course, you knowing James as well as you do,
Hmm.
I'm pretty, I'm pretty sure he's got some new recruits and some new blood coming in. So I mean, I don't expect a huge drop off, but again, trying to replace the big former Cornhusker is no easy task.
No, and the thing about it is when I think about Kenny Mack and everything he's able to do, and some of the stuff that he's going to bring with him to the Nighthawks. That's one thing, but I agree with you with how I know James. James is always out recruiting. It'll never stop. He's always talking to people. He's always doing his thing, and that's why he's one of the best coaches in the league. And the one thing that I have said before, I am really shocked that we don't have a coach of the year mantle because I mean you've got player coaches, you've got guys that are not players but are coaches. There should be an award for coach of the year for what he's been able to do with the Insomniacs from their inception, or excuse me, from the time he took over the name, because that's all he took over. Let's be real. From the time he took over the name until now, they have what, two losses in four
Two
seasons.
two losses in the past 3 seasons, three consecutive appearances in the championship game, winning two of those in back-to-back sessions. Um, and you would have to expect them that they probably will make it a uh, four consecutive appearance. Um, so yes, Mr. Davidson is going to play for the Inferno. Only thing I know about the Baltimore team is their name. To which, if anybody from Baltimore is watching, uh, Mr. Price, if you know anybody on the Baltimore Thunder, um, that you can reach out to have them come on the show and talk about what's going on in Baltimore, it is greatly appreciated. We're still trying to get the owner of the Inferno to get on the show and talk about Atlanta's involvement in the ATL, and for
Yeah.
that, and for that, to the Compton Accelerators. Anybody out there in the CPT, will also like to come on and talk about what's going on as Southern California is now throwing back their name back in the A7FL. Please reach out to us at the Other Side of the Ball Network, and we would definitely love to have you come on and talk about what's going on with your program as the season is upcoming again on March the 15th. So, I mean, like I said, exciting things coming. I'm excited to be back in the booth with Chris and to watch all the madness that will unfold uh, this upcoming season, starting March the 15th. Oh no,
What's up?
Pierre is officially 21. Oh Lord.
Oh man, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. 100% in trouble. Well, wait a minute.
Uh,
Is it we're in trouble or he's in trouble?
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
sure which. I'm not sure which.
I don't know, but
I
he's
don't either.
20. He's 21. Oh Lord.
Wow.
Time
It's
flies.
crazy because when you think about how long we've known that young man, hard to believe he's 21 now.
Yeah.
So I think he was what 17 when we met him.
Well, he was 19 when I came across 18. Oh well, maybe no, no, maybe 18, 17, 18.
Okay, 17, 18.
Yeah.
I think when we met him.
Oh
But
well.
happy birthday, young man. Enjoy it. I don't want to know what you're doing tonight.
Well, this was not a good date for Chris. Many moons ago.
For me,
Yes.
okay. What am I missing?
Well,
21st.
on this date, back in 1979. Um, but sometimes Corey does help to fill in the gap. Sometimes Jordan. So sometimes you need that Hammond to help play a part, if you will. Um, but
Yeah, Corey.
on
Corey is.
but on this date 47 years ago, you were cursing out the Steelers on your TV as one of the great Super Bowls
Oh
of all
yes.
time was played on this day, which was Super Bowl 13.
Yes, sir.
The final Super Bowl at the original Orange Bowl
Yep.
in Coral Gables, Florida, and which also was Kurt Gowdy's last Super Bowl broadcast with NBC before Dick Enberg took over. But that's here nor there. But that was a fantastic game, even though I didn't come around until 3 years later. But great, one of the great all-time Super Bowls played between the Cowboys and the Steelers in Super Bowl
You would be
13.
correct, and you would also be correct. Or the one piece that I will say is watching. I gotta. I'll remember his name. The tight end that dropped the ball in the end zone.
Oh, Jackie Smith,
Jackie
yes.
Smith. Yep. That was probably one of the hardest things to watch. But you know what? C'est la vie. Such is life. That's why last week when I was sick, that was the day before my anniversary.
Oh,
So we didn't get to do anything for my anniversary.
bummer.
Yeah,
No
it
dancing
kind of
with no
sucked.
no dancing with the cake.
No, that would have been Scotty.
Yes,
Um,
and a great
for
photo
me,
taken by Steve Ashmore.
one
That's
of the greatest photos, which I should really pull up. But yeah, that was definitely a lot of fun. But I got reminded of when I mentioned that to somebody, I got reminded how
opening
old I
day.
was for one of my regional sales
Watch
managers because he
this
asked
space.
how long have you been
YMB.
married, and I told him, and he goes, "Dude, that's longer than I've been alive."
Matt, are you sending us subliminal messages, Matt Ryan?
Right? Watch this space. YMB. What's up, fellas?
Oh, never mind. Never. I know what YMB means. I just caught it. I know.
All right, you're gonna have to share because I have no idea what YMB means.
It
I'm
was
sure I
the
could think about it.
it was the YMB. It was the very last thing he said on his broadcast at the championship game.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. Okay, okay.
Willie from Griffs, what's going on, guy? How are you, sir? Appreciate you chiming in. Well, I guess we will be paying attention to a certain box on opening day, courtesy of one Matt Ryan. Matt, hope
Yes, we
you're doing
will.
well, and congratulations to your boy, Mr. Beltran, getting elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame along with Andrew Jones.
One chipper.
No, Andrew Chipper is already in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Sorry, my bad.
Larry's already in the Hall of Fame.
That's right. That's
But
that's me not paying attention.
yes, but Mr. Andrew Jones joins the Hall along with Mr. Beltran, also along with Mr. Jeff Kent, this upcoming July in Cooperstown. So congrats to all those guys. Um, but yeah, interesting to see. Um, an interesting name change. Well, I don't know if this is a name change from the Watchmen to the Thunder. I don't know if the Baltimore Thunder is a new team.
And that's,
Um,
if you remember, that's what I asked a couple of weeks ago if anybody
yeah.
knew. And Corey said he was going to find out. Um, I don't know if he brought anything. Obviously, he didn't say anything about it last week because otherwise he would have, or I mean, if he found out anything, because I think he would have said it last week. But I
Well,
don't,
I think we're all waiting for that announcement, Jordan, of where Mr. Hammond will be taking his talents for season 12 this upcoming season. We know Corey's going to be the uh, in the booth. Um, so
but did he even say the last time we talked about this? He said he wasn't sure. And I don't know if that was posturing or if he truly was
well,
without a team at that point.
with Corey Hammond, you never know.
Yeah, it's always up in the air. And I'm sure that if he was on, he'd probably still tell us the same thing. I don't know. I don't know. And I think that's I think Corey likes that a little bit of a
Oh yeah,
mysteriousness behind where he's
being in
going to go.
suspense. Yeah.
So it's interesting. It's interesting, and I'm interested to see what he comes up with. I'd like to know where he's going. But the Baltimore thing is a little bit on the weird side. I would like to know if that is just a rename or if it actually is a new team because
Well,
we've seen.
we just got some news here, and this is from Mr. Webster. Which, hello, sir, how are you?
Oh, there you
He
go.
says, from what he's heard, it's a new
It's a
team with
new
some familiar
team.
faces, some DC Buzz guys, some Watchmen guys, some old faces, some new faces.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Willie, to answer your question, Mr. Davidson has taken his talents to the ATL and he's playing for the Inferno.
And I'd like to know some of the. We've already said it. We'd like to have the coach on or the division owner on. Kind of get a little bit of information from him, what their plans are. It's this first year with one team, and are they going to look to grow this?
Hello,
I
Mr.
would like to
Franklin.
know. Willie, what's up, man?
How art thou, Mr. Franklin? And
But
Willie, you look so disappointed. Why the sad face, my guy?
I don't think that's a sad face, is it? I think
Well,
it's
more
just
like
one of those.
he's disappointed.
Well, I mean, I, I'm in.
Oh,
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm
now that you're
interested to
watching, Mr.
see.
Franklin, I got a question for you. Is there going to be? Has there been any altercations to the rule book for this upcoming season? If there is, would you like to come on the show and share that with us,
I would
or
love to have Will on.
or are you just going to keep us in suspense?
Why is it just me, or is it like everybody wait until the season begins to spring all the new stuff on you?
Yeah, that's one way to look at it.
New teams, new faces in new places.
New teams, new
Nobody wants to
logos.
give it up and tell us where they're going and what's going on. It's like hush hush.
Well, sometimes it's good that way though. Sometimes being in suspense, makes the anticipation grow, if you will, if you catch my drift.
I get it, and I'm willing to wait until the season starts for some of it, but some of it I'd like to get out in the open. I really would.
Here's Willie. They're gonna wait until week 3 to tell us. I'll hang a star on that one.
Wait, nothing new, just things being defined. Okay, well,
Well,
even if we're
would you like to come on and express what things are being defined?
yes, we would really like to know.
2-5, what's happening? How are you? That's a great screen name, by the way. That's a good one.
Your mama writes me well.
That's creative.
That is great.
Mr. Webster says, low key. A lot of times you really don't know till coin toss week one. A
Good
guy can
point.
tell you one
Good
thing
point.
and be playing in the game. You're not wrong, Mister Webster. You are not
You're
wrong at
not.
all.
You're not.
And
Not at all.
I guess Knox appreciates the confirmation that the screen name does work.
Well, I mean, look at the screenshot. Look at his
I know,
freaking.
I know, I know, I know.
You have to
Um,
pay attention to that to really see it. You can't just take a glimpse because it just looks like somebody hugging somebody else.
Jordan, that will be greatly appreciated because we've been wanting to have him on for quite some time to talk about why he decided that it was time for the South to get involved in A7FL
100%.
football. So if you can do that,
And
greatly appreciate it.
next week would be fine if you reach out to him and he could jump on tonight. That'd be fine too. But I know it's almost 9 o'clock back east, so it might be a little bit tough. Um, we're always open, especially in the off season, to have guests on and for them to come on and talk. And he's one of the people that we'd really like to have on, so
Uh
that way
oh.
everybody understands what's coming up.
Teams that are out there, here is an announcement from
Yep.
2-5. He needs a team. So,
One of the best 3-on-1 neutralizers in the game,
yes.
if
Yes.
not the best.
And also very good at blocking. But also can sneak
Tremendous.
out. But also can sneak out and be a tight end too if you need it. But there you see
Dude,
it.
I'll tell you what,
Two
one of
five
the
says he
best,
needs a team.
yeah, and one of the best big men with good hands. Yeah, he
while
ain't gonna
we're
drop much, if any.
while while wearing his shades at night.
Yep. I forgot about that.
But
100%
there,
true.
but there you have it. 2-5. If you want to come on and make that announcement publicly,
Love to have you on, brother.
now, Jordan, here's a question from one of the all-time greats of our league, certainly in this division, Mr. Palmer. Uh, that would be Mr. Darren Palmer asking Jordan, where does the Inferno practice and play? And he has some Georgia friends that may be interested. So there you go.
There
So
you go.
the reaching
That's
out.
huge coming from DP. I mean, if they, he's got some friends out there, man, that you guys might be able to take on.
No, I really am anxious to see Atlanta play this year. I really am.
Me
Can't wait
too.
to see.
And who do they have first week?
Somebody's coming to them. That I do know. Um, Here we go. Let's go.
I was wondering if you were pulling it up. If not, I was going to.
He says they practice in Decatur and Atlanta.
Hmm. I have no idea how far apart those two are.
I'm pretty sure not that far. Decatur is almost like a suburb of Atlanta.
Oh, there
And
you
they play
go.
the Baltimore Thunder week 1. So there you
Oh,
go.
there we go. Well,
So
there's our answer.
two new teams making debuts. Now I'm hoping to God we have some film and some footage so we can watch. And here comes DP.
There you go. There you
recruiting.
go.
Telling
DP
2-5 to
telling
come
Knox, come
home.
on home, bro. Come on home.
Oh, you gotta love it. Gotta love it. So
It's this is the time of the year that gets me a little crazy because I love to see stuff like this. Guys talking to each other and things going on. So
well, 2-5. If you want to come on, the link has been sent to your email, so check your email. Just
yeah,
just just putting it out there. Um, but just to go over one more time the scheduling for the 15th, which is opening day for the league. Again, we just saw that it is the Thunder and the Inferno. That's at 1 p.m. Eastern, which is 10 a.m. Pacific time in Atlanta, Georgia. And hopefully um, we can have some film there because I really would love to really watch that game per se because, again, it's two new teams, both making their ASIN
100%.
debut. And that'll give us a little bit of time to watch before we go on the air at 11 a.m. as our debut. Now, both of our matchups that me and Chris are going to call are great matchups. Obviously, closing out with the Insomniacs and Sick, which is never a bad way to close out a game, to close out week one with those two. And of course, we go back to the memorable week one matchup they had back in 2023, which was a 42-39 win for the Insomniacs after Sick was spotted a 14-0 lead. And you know the whole story there. Just go watch the game again. Um, but our first game that me and Chris are doing, the Stealth and the returning of OTT, or something, or some people said it's a combination of OTT and the Gold. I don't know, but OTT making their return to the league against the
Well,
Stealth
do you have the schedule up?
on my phone. Yes,
Okay, I was just I
and
do you
and
see the
now,
gold shown on there?
yeah, I see them. I see the name there. They're in there.
Okay, so if they're in there, I'm curious on the
The Gold,
combination.
the Gold are playing the Stealth on the 22nd next week. So
Gold has a first round bye or first game bye.
yes, because the Hunters are going to Compton to play the Compton Accelerators.
Gotcha, gotcha.
And
Yeah, that makes
Lasante
sense.
Anderson saying anybody need a quarterback, defensive back, wide receiver. So Mr. Anderson also needs a team
Yep,
to play
throwing his hat
for
out there.
in 2026. So see, yes, yes, yes. This is what
And
this
Jordan, thank
platform is
you.
here for.
Right, and Jordan, thank you very much for throwing that out there. I appreciate it.
But here's the whole entire matchup for week
Yeah, I'll
one
shut up and listen.
is we have Stealth over to OTT Stealth. That's our first game at Matter at 11 a.m., which me and Chris will be back on the air to bring that to you. Of course, we just talked about the Thunder and the Inferno. Then we have one of the pillar matchups. The BIC begin defense of their title against the Patterson U. Of course, which version of the Patterson U is going to come out, we don't know. That remains to be seen. And of course, to close out our week in at Matter, we have Sick and the Insomniacs, two teams that were in the Final Four a season ago. Start off the season against each other. Going on at the same time in LA will be the Hunters and the Accelerators of Compton. And hopefully there'll be some film on that to where we can give you updates on what's going on out there for those watching in Vegas to keep you an update on the Hunters and the Accelerators. At 4 p.m. Eastern, we have the QC Crush on the road in Virginia, taking on the Heathens in their second season of the A7FL. Hopefully, we get to see Captain America back at quarterback, and hopefully there for a full season. Definitely enjoyed watching him play. Um, and then another matchup that is very, very intriguing, and perhaps maybe I wouldn't say more sexier than the U and BSU because that those two never disappoint when those two get together. But
No,
if we're talking about another sexy matchup on opening day, the Renegades and the Animals definitely will be fun to watch, and hopefully our game will be done to where we can actually sit back and watch that game and enjoy it, as that game is being played at Asbury Park in Asbury Park, New Jersey. I almost said East Rutherford. What's wrong with me?
yeah,
Um, maybe it's because I got
I'm
John Harbaugh on the mind. I don't know.
that particular game stands out to me that I'd really like to see because remember when we had Tender on, he was
Correct.
talking about a new receiver he was bringing to the team. So I really want to see what they are going to look like offensively and what they're going to be able to do. And the Renegades, I think, we talked about it last or 2 weeks ago. They really gave BIC a run for their money in two games. So I really want to see how this is all put together for them.
Yeah, I want to see if there is a drastic improvement with with the Renegades. Of course, the additions by the Animals. Because my question is, and I wonder, um, well, Mr. Webster, it never disappoints, and that's definitely a way you want to start your 12th season by having a good quality matchups um, on every side of the globe here in the U.S. to start season 12. Um,
You know what? I put BIC versus the U as, pick any division in the NFL, and no matter how those teams break down, when they go interdivision, it's always a good game. And that's what I'm looking
Oh,
forward to.
yes.
Ah,
Ladies and gentlemen, getting his stuff together and joining us for the first time in a long time.
very long time.
And now he says he needs a team. But, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Mr. 2-5 in the building.
What's going
What's
on,
up,
fellas?
man?
What's going on? What's going on?
Well,
Man, I haven't
first
seen
off,
you, or I haven't talked to you man, it's been a year since I talked to you.
It's definitely been some time. Definitely been some time.
Well,
Man, good to
first
see
off,
you, bro.
good-
Good
First
to
off,
see
good
you.
sir, Happy New Year. Um,
Likewise.
and good to see you. And so the man needs a team to play for. So you ready to get back out there and show off the skills, huh? Is that what we're looking at here?
Yeah. After that last season, we're finding out that uh, other division managers, across the league, elsewhere, were able to play. I was like, damn, if they able to play, I should be able to play.
100%.
Valid point.
So, yep.
So if you had a choice
Well,
of teams,
I'll just show you
where-
this real quick because Mr.
go
DP
ahead.
was already recruiting for you to, and there's the comment. He's recruiting for you to come back home.
DP was good with it, bros.
So obviously there's some recruiting going on, but I guess the go ahead and finish your question, Chris.
where would you like to play if you had your choice? And I think you're going to.
Honestly, I don't really care. If I'm being 100% real, I don't really care. As far as where to go play, I only really got uh one goal in mind, really, and that's just to make, like I said, 3-on-1s great again. Make that shit the most entertaining shit to watch. Because as of since I stepped away, shit's been I don't know, it hasn't really been entertaining. So I'm just looking to make the 3-on-1 the most exciting play to watch. And been coming up with different shit to do and different styles of throws and all type of shit.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Now you got
yeah.
my curiosity up.
I mean, because it's one of those where when I was originally playing, we'll say the throw off line was a little bit further.
Yeah.
Now they've moved it up some. Okay, that's fun. And then, like I said, with just different styles of throwing and knowing what I'm capable of doing, I'm gonna have some fun.
Well, I think that last time I counted, I would say there is 7 teams here in Vegas that could definitely use you.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm down.
I think that you would, for me, you would be one of the guys that if I'm starting a team and I want somebody that's going to be consistent on that throw off, dude, I'm not even, there's no conversation. No conversation. And if I want a tight end,
I was gonna say, but if we're being realistic, even with the established teams, unless they've done some some decent recruiting, since the off season of somebody who understands, what to do and yada yada yada, the established teams don't necessarily have it either.
Well, I don't know that I could necessarily say the established teams wouldn't need you. I think even they could use you in reality. I mean, it's not like throw offs is the only thing you could do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah,
100%.
it's one of your fortes, but it ain't the only forte you got. You ain't a one-trick pony.
Not at all. I mean, when it comes down to blocking, I love blocking. Blocking has been some of the like.
We can
Yeah,
tell.
I
You're
like
the, you're the
blocking.
you're the only man I know that can block effectively and not lose his shades at the same time. Like, I mean, I've seen you play. Obviously, I've seen you play in pads and without pads, and there really is no difference
No,
in your
there
game
ain't
when
no
you're doing
difference.
either or. But I mean, the man. I mean, if you haven't seen the man play football, the man can definitely um, play some ball. Don't get it twisted. Knox is one of those guys you want on your team for sure because I've seen it with my own two eyes. So I'm just saying you're getting some viable football knowledge for whatever team he goes to this upcoming season in 26. And like I say, he's one of the rare guys that really can make a throw off look like a punt with hang time. That's what
Hey,
people don't, that's what people don't understand.
Right.
oh yeah, and I think that shit's it's only gotten better but worse for others. You feel me?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. You putting this shit closer, I might just throw a bullet.
Hit him right in the chest.
You know what though? That's a live ball.
Huh?
That
I know
is
these
a
things. Come on,
live
Chris.
ball.
I know these things.
Yeah, I know
I
you
know
do.
these things. You
I
know?
know you do.
That's why
And
I
the
say
thing
it's one of
about it
those
is,
where
if that's what you can do, and you got somebody with some speed on that throw off, that could be a big game changer right off the bat.
oh yeah.
So I mean, if you're able to do that, man, that is a huge game changer.
Now, let me ask you this, because you asked me where would I go?
Yeah.
Where would you guys think I would be a good fit?
You know, that one's tough for me only because I think that you're a good fit on all of the teams. I don't think there's one that I could sit here and say you wouldn't be a good addition to the team. So that makes it tough for me. I think that you know, any team that's lacking a little bit of a 3-on-1 coverage could definitely use you. Anybody who has lost a 3-on-1 throw off player could use you or is still looking for one. So that's why I said I don't see um, for an impact player that you can be. I don't see any team in the division that wouldn't be smart to pick you up. Dub, what's your feelings?
I'll say it like this: any team that is willing to accept his knowledge of what he has to give to a team that will be receptive of his knowledge, I think that's where he would need to go.
Well, I
Because
think I think this.
2-5's got a lot that he can put, especially on a young team that's hungry. Because obviously, we know what he can do if he, in a sense, goes back home as Darren Palmer is trying to recruit him to come back
Right.
home. Because I mean, it'll be hard not to see Knox wearing that, sick orange and black and white and gray and whatever colors they have. But if he takes us down somewhere else, if a young team that is that has that's lacking knowledge or needs a little bit of that knowledgeable some coaching stuff, 2-5 can give that to you.
100%. Now, this is true. I'm sorry, I was reading that. That's why I got quiet. And this is 100% true. You don't, but I think that, like what Knox was saying, there's other means of throwing the ball off that would be a very impactful throw in the
Who wants to
3-on-1.
throw the ball out the end zone every play though, just because you can?
Yeah,
That's boring.
That's exactly.
That's boring. That's not the most entertaining play that people tune in to watch. You feel me? Throwing it out the back of the end zone just because you can. I mean, cool, but why not go against some of the top returners? You feel me? And make it a little bit more challenging for them.
100%. 100%. What intrigues me though is that bullet pass you're talking about, because that is,
Oh, Chris, that's some different shit right there.
dude.
That's some different shit.
Yeah. Oh man, we lost him. Hopefully he could get himself back on. But that is intriguing because I think that Knox and I are on the same page with that bullet throw, because if you have two outside gunners that are got some speed to them, and you have the returner tracking that ball down because it's bouncing around, you have a chance not only to pick that ball up for a touchdown, especially if it bounces in the end zone, but it also makes it a little bit more difficult for the receiver to get that pass and to get back up and run with it. So that's why I'm liking what he's saying. Dub, what do you think? Dub, if you're talking, you're muted. Okay, we lost Knox. Hopefully this isn't me having the problems. I don't know. I tried to recruit, but you don't want me to come. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, Mr. Anderson. And Knox is rejoining us. Hey, man, don't know what happened. You lost you completely there for a minute.
I got a phone call.
Ah, gotcha.
And couldn't necessarily figure out how to, I don't know, I guess join back once I hung up.
Well, no worries. What I said was that when I get back where we were on my train of thought with that bullet pass, I started thinking about it, and I think you and I are on the same page with that one, and how interesting that type of pass could make it on a return.
Oh, yeah. Touch it in any way, shape, or form, live ball. Gets to a certain part, live ball.
Yep.
Live.
And like I said, you got two gunners on the outside with some speed. They're not just looking for a tackle. They could be looking to pick that ball up as 100%. A turnover. So I'm loving that idea and want to see that. So that's going to be interesting to me because I know you got the arm to do it. So I'm really interested to see what you could do with the team. And I think there's a couple of teams that could possibly use that talent and have some fun with it. So sick being one for sure.
No, for sure. I say this is one of those where it didn't really.
Oh, I'm wondering if you're getting another call. So, and Dub said he'd be right back. So, Dub, I don't know if you're back yet. Maybe not. So, I guess I'm doing this all alone again, which makes it kind of fun. But I again, I'm not sure what you're saying about tried to recruit. I'm sorry, I'm talking about Mr. Anderson. He's saying I'm trying to recruit, but you didn't want me to come. And then he says, want me to come. And then he says, did not want me to come. I'm not sure who you're referring to or what team. If you want to let us know, cool. I will say it. That's what's going on. I'll let them know. But bottom line, as we had Knox on for a few, hopefully he'll be able to rejoin us, but he is looking for a team. So if there's anybody out there that wants or needs a gentleman that can get these throw-offs going, it's going to be a great thing. So let us know. And my apologies, I'm friggin' trying to see what's going on and don't see. Here comes 2-5 again. So we'll get him back up and on. Another phone call?
Yeah, so I just had to switch.
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries.
Switch devices so that don't happen.
Oh yeah, I had to. I stopped doing my my phone because every time I got even a text message, it would do that.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, there ain't no point. I'll just go back to using my computer.
What the hell is that talking about?
Here we go. I tried to recruit Knox, but he didn't want to come. That's what you're saying. Okay.
Bro, is that LA? LA?
Yeah.
this is the thing, right? I've been on the sidelines with a lot of these guys for some time now, right? LA is one of those guys that don't necessarily listen. LA is one of those guys who feel like he has the knowledge to, you feel me, be able to run the team and thinks that his numbers should be called upon in certain situations. But has also shown that he ain't necessarily a good teammate to be around. So when you try to recruit somebody like me, and I know that you don't listen, or I know that I can't, and it's not even about listening to me, but if I know I can't pick your brain for knowledge, what the fuck are we doing? Now,
Could
the
understand that
difference
point.
between the difference between LA and Jeremiah is Jeremiah has actually listened to everything we've all had to say. Jeremiah has took in the things that we've all, you feel me, tried to critique him on in whatever aspect it has made, you know what I mean, it may have been in regards to whatever the fuck. LA ain't did that shit. So that's with that type of mindset and that type of energy, that's not gonna have people wanting to come play.
You are right.
Because if we're on the sidelines where I'm giving little, you know, hey, why don't you try this? It's like, oh, you know, I don't know. There's a bunch of, you already know how that shit could go. I ain't even finna, you know.
Nah.
But who wants to necessarily deal with that shit? We show up to play football. You feel me? We show up to have a good fucking time, and you feel me? Like have fun and do
And win
whatever.
games.
Nah, so that's not gonna work. Yeah, you could say that she tried to recruit me. In some cases, they probably sent the wrong person. Like, and it's not nothing to you, but they sent the wrong person. Jeremiah would have had a better chance of talking to me.
Well, I'm interested to see what Jeremiah is going to bring for this as well, because you know, talking to Jeremiah in the past, he is definitely eager, and he's like you said, he's willing to listen. He's always willing to listen, and that's one of the pieces that I like about Jeremiah. He's going to pick your brain, and he's going to listen to what you have to tell him, and he's going to make it his own.
Yeah,
And I can respect that because you know I'm old. Yeah, I played the game for a long time. I've got some knowledge about playing football and watching what's going on from up top. We get to see what's happening. We get to see what's going on, and we get to see the ins and outs of the game. And that's what allows me to sometimes call plays before they happen, because you just see what's going on and what the defense is set up like. And I'll tell you what, you have to learn this game from. You can't always learn something from playing it. Sometimes you got to watch it, and you've got to understand it. When we first started the A7FL and that first season that we had, it was a little bit of getting used to because of the rules and what you can and can't do. And it took some time for even the players to get used to that. So it was a very interesting concept from the get-go. But in this game, it's very easy to pick it up, but very hard to understand the ins and outs of it all the time, especially from a quarterback standpoint and what the defense is trying to do to you.
it's one of those where we've said it before on numerous occasions, right? Some people, even just with life, right? Some people listen. What is it? You listen to actually listen, or you listen to understand. You feel me? Like either you're watching the game just to watch it, or you're watching the game to understand what the fuck is going on. You feel me? So even with that shit, it's like, come on now, you've been playing against the same fucking people for like hella fucking time. And you
Yep.
telling me by now you don't know what the fuck they're gonna run? You don't know what the fuck, like how they're gonna press you. You don't know how this person's gonna rush. You don't know how this person's gonna block you. Like you don't know this shit by now.
Well, I mean, look, some people are students of the game. Me personally, I'm a student of the game. I like to watch other teams.
Yeah.
And I talk about other teams, and when we talk about it on when Dub and I talk about it, or me, Dub, and Miz will talk about it on our podcast for the NFL, I can talk about other teams. You got people that are stuck. They got the blinders on. They know their team and their team only. They can't talk about nothing else. And the interesting piece about it is when you start
What
to look
spot
at
is that? What spot is
what's that?
My bad. I didn't because LA saying he's never been in his true spot. I'm like, how many seasons have you been in here? And you've
Yeah.
never been in your right spot?
What's your my question with that would be
Yeah,
what is your
spot is
spot?
that?
I have a feeling he's going to say quarterback.
And then that's when I'm gonna go pull up a couple of highlights where this motherfucker was at quarterback, and what the result was. He did have like one or two passes where it was like, okay, you feel me? But
It's one of those things where I would when I was coaching and playing. I used to get guys that would tell me all the time, "Oh, my spot is X." Okay, cool. Put you at X. Show me what you got. And then it's like, nah, man. Like I had a couple of guys, you know what they say about wide receivers who can't catch? They become corners.
playing DB.
Yeah. And I had a couple of guys that ran with me that I tried at wide receiver and they couldn't catch. And I said, all right, I'm gonna put you at DB. And these dudes were off the chain at DB. And some of them could actually catch at DB and had picks, but for whatever reason couldn't catch as a wide receiver. So I get the I get the thing of saying whatever position, but man, look, like I said, if you're playing at a certain position, show me. I'm from Ohio at that point in time. You got to show me.
What position though, LA? You're not saying
Yeah,
what
you
position.
said pull
telling
them
me
up. Well, what position?
Just what position are you like? What do you consider yourself as your number one position?
Yep, QB.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, QB. That's what he's saying. Which makes sense as to why he's saying he never played it because that's Jeremiah's position.
100%. I can understand. I can understand.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I'm just being. I ain't saying nothing. I'll just put that up on the screen. But going back to all this, man. So I asked you. You said who would we like to see you play with for next season? My question is, who would you like? What team would you like to be on for this upcoming season?
Somebody out of state.
Somebody out of state?
I don't fucking know. I don't care, Chris. You know me. Like it's one of those where
I know you don't.
There's no specific real answer. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
I mean,
I would. You know what? I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't ask you. You know that.
Yeah. I'm like, you name the teams. You feel me?
But I also know you well enough. You don't care. You just want to play.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't played in so long. Like I ain't played in so long. It's really just been running the sidelines, running the gates and shit. You feel me?
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, so it's like, okay, I'm still tuned in and I'm still locked in to where it's like, all right, that's still all this shit is still capable of being done, but now I just need to be able to play.
I could see the end of last season you getting the itch. Yeah. And I could see when you were out there in between games throwing the ball. I'm like, yeah, he's got the itch to come back and play again. And so it was no surprise to me whatsoever when you asked about it.
You know where it comes from, though? It comes from, if I'm being real, it's like, you know everybody here. Right. So for me, when the transition started, or when the transition happened, and where they finally did like the Final Four, that's when I'm like, see, now this is the type of shit that I want to be a part of. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like playing in town is cool, but I know these motherfuckers already. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's why I don't really look forward to playing any other position. You feel me? I don't look forward to playing or really a certain every fucking attribute that I bring right off the rip. You feel me? Because it's like, come on, it's the same fucking people I'm gonna see next week. It's the same fucking people I'm gonna see at the fucking flag fields. You feel me? Like I
Yep.
played against these same people for like hella long, like whatever.
No, you want to play. You want to play. I could see it in your eyes. You wanted to play like when the Animals came out, when
Yeah,
BIC came out,
yeah.
when
Let me have been on the Insomniacs. Let me have been on Sick. You feel me? Like, yeah, that shit's popping. Like I said, it's the same two teams. You keep beating up on the same guys. That shit's not fun.
Well, and the thing about it is, I'm questioning some of these teams that are. We're going to see what players are. Excuse me, what the team looks like. Like OTT coming back. What are they going to look like? Because OTT and Stealth merged originally. What's Stealth going to look like with the players that they're going to have? So there's a lot of question marks, and it's not bad question marks. It's just what are these guys going to look like, and what are they going to bring to the table?
I feel like the Stealth would probably be better than OTT.
Yeah, I would. Off the bat,
Like,
I would.
and I'm going off of the mindset of we'll just even say the mindset of the owners, how business is getting ran. You feel me? Recruiting, yeah, like I would say the Stealth is probably taking it a tad bit more serious. OTT is just wanting to bring their guys back.
Well, and Willie has a good question too. What's LA going to be like? What's Compton, excuse me, going to be like? What are they going to look like? Because we're gonna have a round robin. What I mean, I shouldn't say round robin. Excuse me. They're going to be in the rotation. People are going to go out there to play. They're going to come out here to play. What are they going to look like? And it's a situation. Can the LA team hang with the Vegas teams because it's their first season? And what I mean by that is, are they all new players, or is it a combination of players from teams that we've seen in the past, like the Aces and some of the other squads that used to play in the California or LA division?
I don't know. That's something to watch. That's something to look forward to. You feel me? Especially given week one. Week one, you got one of the up and coming, rising. You feel me? Teams traveling out there so to go test the waters. You feel me? So that's gonna be a good one.
And we got some new faces too back east. With this with the team in Atlanta. Want to see what they're going to bring. We have no idea. I kind of threw it out there because we had Megatron leave the Insomniacs. He moved to Atlanta. Is he going to be one of the guys on the team out there? Jordan might be able to answer that. Then again, he might not.
Or he might not want to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's why wouldn't why wouldn't he? You feel me? If they're out there and he enjoyed playing, why not?
And and the thing about it is he was a big piece, and I think a big loss to the Insomniacs.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of questions, man. A lot of questions this time of year with not a whole lot of answers.
I mean, that's true. What he said last time LA had a team, Vegas. That shit hella small. Winning. Okay, thank you. Because I was reading it from the little small box.
Yeah, thanks.
That shit's hella small. I mean, again, that was how long ago? The league has evolved since then. You feel me?
That was 2023, the last time LA was in the league.
3 years.
3 years, right? So within 3 years, I'm pretty sure they've been tuned in and tapped in at what's been going on. You feel me? As far as the East Coast and as far as what's going on out here for even the guys that's interested or the guys that, like you said, could be coming back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they might be on some shit out there. You never know. They might be on some shit. It's not like we saying like a team coming out of like
Texas that nobody knows a damn player on.
Yeah, but I mean, Texas got some
They got some talent.
Yeah,
right. So that I wouldn't necessarily use Texas. I would say like Iowa or some shit like that.
I mean, look,
well, Iowa
the
does make
bottom
some
line
good
is,
tight ends.
yeah, the bottom line is when you start to break down some of these, there's nothing tangible we could look at right now. Rosters aren't out. Rosters don't need to be in for another month and a half. And so realistically, until we start to see those rosters come in and I start printing them up and I see names on different squads and what they were on last season, when I start to see, I still question who's going to be playing quarterback for Sick With It. Is Stone King coming back, or are they bringing back uh, why can't I think of his name? Jeremy Gary, yeah. What's the situation with that?
I wish JG would come back.
You think who's coming back?
I said I wish JG would come back.
Yeah, I mean, look, I can't knock Stone King for what he was able to do last year. I mean, he had 5 touchdown passes on BIC in the Final Four, so I can't say nothing about him there. Does Jeremy want to play? That's the question mark.
I mean, I'm just going off of like, granted, he did all of that, and do I think he's capable of doing that shit again this season? 100%. But you got to question in the sense, does he want to? You feel me? If you don't want, like, just because you're able to do something, if you don't necessarily want to do it, you're not going to necessarily have the same result. You feel me? So it's like, if he doesn't if he doesn't really want to be out there, then
Well, I think there's something that we could look at too. Mr. Carswell, good to see you on here, man. We're just asking about you, and if you were playing in Atlanta, you have to let us know what's up. What I was going to say real quick about Stone King is I know he's playing in the Flag League, and that's always a good off-season move for a quarterback. Keep throwing the ball. I'm interested to see what if he's coming back, what he's able to do again with Sick.
Valid point. Very valid point.
So, I mean, there's a lot of the thing about it is that the hard part about the off season for me, when we're doing shows like this, there's a lot of unknowns. There's a lot of stuff we can't talk about because we don't know.
But that's good.
It is. It is.
That's good.
It's actually really good.
That's great.
But it's like, like I said about William Carswell, what's going on with him? Where is he playing? Yeah.
He's here.
That's why I said, hey, let us know. Are you playing in Atlanta? What's up, bro?
Atlanta's going out there, or yeah, the A7 is in Atlanta. Are you popping out or what?
Yeah, I mean, I question that, and I noticed we don't have anything on here yet from him to say what he's doing. I think he came on just to give us those eyes, so that way we knew. But outside of that, man, I would like to know what's up, man. What's going on?
Maybe he was shocked to see 2-5 make a live appearance in a long time. I don't know.
Dude, you know what would be the next big shock? See one Viking on here would be the next big shock.
Well, the invite's been sent to him many a times.
Well, the Asgardian needs to join up and see so we could ask him what he's been up to. And I got to be careful with that when I say it. So
apparently, he's been in the Bifrost.
Well, I gotta send him a text message and let him know that one Pierre is now 21.
No, we do not need him. We do not need Scott taking him out. No.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Pierre, stay in Colorado, buddy.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
No.
It would be so much fun.
Pierre wouldn't remember any of it.
Yeah, that's true. He wouldn't. He would not. Nobody wanted to come play with the Gold. Let's keep it a buck. I did a lot of recruiting. Nobody wanted to come because of our quarterback situation. Well, you know what? That is is what it is. Nope, just lost Dud.
I mean, you could say it's the quarterback situation,
Mhm.
but I mean, what do you do though? If you want to play the position, you're not able to play the position. Do you find another position, or do you take your talents elsewhere? Like,
Well, you know what? I'm gonna put it to you like this. I'm of the age that I didn't want to go join up with the team. I wanted to be the team to beat the team, if you know what I mean. I wasn't going to join up with the best squad. I wanted to bring I wanted to have a team where we built on a foundation to win championships and to beat the teams that were the upper echelon teams. That's the way I always looked at it. I never wanted to be the guys that were like, "Hey, let's put a super team together and let's drop the super part of it." I never wanted to be that dude that was like, "Hey, you know what? This team is undefeated. They won championships. I want to go play with them." No, I wanted to have my team, build it, win those championships, and be that dynasty that people wanted to come play with. That's just me.
let me
Where I
ask
always
you
look
this.
at it.
Let me ask you this though, right?
Yeah.
After watching the goal for all these seasons,
Mhm.
would you say that their problem or issue is the quarterback position?
I would say it is there is a situation with it. Do I think it's their only problem? No. If I was to look at the holes of the Gold, I think that their trench play is probably their biggest weakness.
I was leaning more towards like the offensive line.
Well, I got to say offense and defensive line. That's what I'm saying. Trench play was atrocious.
Yeah. And I was understanding that because you have receivers over there, and if you go off of any time where LA was in or Jeremiah was in, they were able to make plays in a sense when they had the time, or
Yes.
if they actually knew, you feel me, how to create something out of nothing. You feel me? So it's like the protection of your quarterback when you got every play. This motherfucker Jeremiah getting hit, like like fuck. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the other guys getting to come in, but because they've never really gotten the reps at QB, they don't necessarily know what to do. You feel me? Or they're not really comfortable. So it's like, yeah, it's fucking hard. But
It
if you
is.
ain't got no line, if you ain't got no line, you ain't got no time.
That's dude, let me tell you what you said right there is something that I used to use all the time. No line, no time. And the thing about it is if that's the case, you have to play up to your strengths. So what are your strengths? And the thing about it is if a quarterback doesn't have any time, the easiest thing to do is to run quick slants and short outs and work your way down the field and take your shot every so often. But that's what Jeremiah and I used to talk about after games in the parking lot. I stayed there with him on a few occasions where we talked about it until 2-3 hours after everybody was gone. We're the only ones in the parking lot talking. And you have to be able to, as a player and as a player coach, you have to be able to see that and understand the fact that, okay, if my quarterback has no time, I can't run deep routes. I got to keep the defensive line honest. The only way to keep them honest is I got to be able to run the ball every so often too. And one of the toughest places to run the ball, which I was trying to talk to him about, you don't run it up the middle, man. You ain't got the offensive line to do that. You've got to run it around the edges. That's the only place you had time to run the ball. So we'll see what they are able to bring this season. It's the only thing they can do. And I know Jeremiah, that was the one thing he said that was the hardest thing to recruit for was offensive linemen. That's true. It is hard. If you don't know people here in Vegas and you don't know where to go get some of those big guys to play offensive line, it can be difficult.
Yeah. But people only gonna play with people that they actually genuinely believe in.
Yeah. And one of the things that I even told him was, one of the easiest ways to do this is to kind of start making you meet these guys, you talk to them as a recruiter, but then you have them bring friends that want to play and have a love for the game. And that's one of the ways I found some of the guys that used to run with me. And it's funny because I'll laugh about it, but everybody here knows Derek Duncan. And if you knew how the two of us met, y'all would be laughing your asses off.
I don't doubt it.
No, for real.
Because the love of the game is how we met. We met literally him on his 5-on-5 practicing, me with the 8-on-8 practicing in the same place.
And thus, here they are, many years later.
30 years later.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's how it starts.
It is. It is. And I could even remember where it was that we met, and it's still crazy. But you know what? When you have the love for the game and you're a student of the game and you like to watch what's going on, man, like I do, it's a lot of fun. W in the car now, heading to work.
Yeah. Sorry for my loud ass blinker. But no,
Yeah, I
I
was
was
wondering if
able.
that's how you could tell why I knew.
Yeah. Well, I mean, normally on Wednesdays I go in at 7, but today I'm going at 7:30, so that's why I was a little bit able to be on the computer for as long as I was, as opposed to me being in the car heading that way, as I currently am right now. But appreciate you guys for joining us here on the other side of the ball, and appreciate 2-5 coming on and joining us and saying that he is wanting to take his talent somewhere
Yeah, I
where
just want to
that
play football.
remains to be seen. But no, 2-5 wants to get back out there and show you guys how to neutralize the 3-on-1 return, which again, March 15th, which will be here sooner than you think. It all starts again as season 12 of the A7FL begins. Of course, can the BIC do the one thing that they Willie says, "I'm retired. I play pool now." So,
Oh yeah,
are you
we
making?
been busy.
So, Willie, are you making the jump professionally to be in these billiards tournaments?
Motherfucker be over there at that pool hall getting in. Yeah,
There you have it. Trying to be the next Steve Mizrak. And if you don't know who that is, it's one of the best pool players of all time. Look him up. But anyhow, March 15th kicks it off. Of course, the BIC can they do the one thing they have not done, which is go back to back. Can the Insomniacs make it 3 and 4? Well, that remains to be seen. Can Sick would it finally jump over that hump? Can the Renegades take the next step? Can the Animals finally join that upper echelon? There's a lot of questions coming into season 12. Also, can the Stealth one up themselves from a year ago? Can the Hunters get their first win in 3 years? Can the Gold build on their one win that they got last year? And the Thunder and the Inferno, two newbies on the East Coast or the South. What kind of impact will they have? Compton making its return to the A7. What will the accelerators bring? So there's a lot of questions, and obviously they all won't be answered on March 15th, but on March 15th, we will get a head start onto who's who and what's what as season 12 of A7 kicks off. You can find us at Matter Academy. Of course, our first game is OTT against the Stealth. That's at 11 a.m. Then at 1:30, we close it out with the Insomniacs and Siquidit. Of course, we have BIC and the U over there in Asbury Park. We got the Thunder and the Inferno in Atlanta. Um, the Crush playing the Heathens in Virginia. Of course, the Hunters going to Compton to play the Accelerators, or LA to play the Accelerators. And of course, one of the other matchups we talked about highly, the Silk City Animals and the East Orange Renegades. Should be a fantastic matchup. A whole lot of matchups to get you through your day on March 15th as A7 makes its grand return.
Whole lot of fun coming down the pike.
No, for
Yes,
real.
indeed. But we are hoping to see 2-5 in whatever jersey he decides to wear. It's just good to see 2-5 back on that field. And that means Shades back on the football field.
Shitload of
And
shit.
and LA said, Knox, he's going to call you.
You don't got my number.
maybe he'll Facebook call you. I don't know.
I think I do got LA on Facebook.
But
Well,
appreciate all the comments in the chat, giving us some good feed tonight. Like I said, we appreciate 2-5 coming in and joining us and making his
100%.
announcement. I need a team.
Yeah, I just want to play.
Reach out, man. Reach out.
So hopefully, by way of Mr. Davidson, hopefully we will have Atlanta Inferno's owner on here next week to talk about the ATL's involvement in the A7FL, and hopefully we can get some Compton Accelerator players also and talk about LA throwing its name back into the fold and get some Baltimore players from Thunder. So, like I said, things lining up, season upcoming. Anxious to see how this season plays out here in 2026.
100%. Dub, I know that you are heading into work, but final thoughts for you?
Well, again, just appreciate all the feedback from the fans. Also, again, good to see 2-5 back on the air with us. I know it has been a while, but it's always good to see fellow brethren back on the show. Hopefully, this won't be the last appearance, but just good to see 2-5. You're looking well. And if you are getting back on that field, can't wait to see put the cleats back on and see the fashionable shades on the field once again. But just appreciate everybody for the continuous support on the show. Like I said, if there's anybody out there that wants to talk about whatever team they're playing for and what's going on with their off-season program, please do not be scared to reach out. We would love for you to come on the show and talk about your preparations for the upcoming season and what your team is doing in preparing for the upcoming season. But that's really all I got.
100%. For me, Knox, because you're the guest, I'm gonna let you go last. But for me, I'm interested in everything that's going on A7 wise, man. There's so much. It sounds like there's a bunch of movement, a bunch of players going to different teams. We'll see what's happening. And I think the biggest piece that I'm looking for is two top tier teams. I want to see what they're bringing this coming season between Siquidit and the Insomniacs. It's going to be a lot of fun for sure. And I'm not going to leave Stealth out because of what's going on in OTT. I'd like to see what everybody's going to be able to bring to the table come season time. So all I can say is stick around and get your popcorn ready.
Me, I'm gonna say I feel like this is gonna be the best season in A7 in a while, all around the league, for all divisions. I feel like it's gonna be some fire football this season. You're gonna see a lot of new faces, a lot of new talent, and you might see even some old faces, and a lot of different things to talk about. You feel me? Just excited to be a part of it overall, as usual. And yeah.
Well, I mean, there's really nothing else to say off of that, but certainly our special thanks to Live at 2-5 for joining us on episode number 167. It is greatly appreciated. And of course, thank you to all the fans for tuning in and commenting and joining us on this Wednesday evening. We will see you next week for episode 168. Hopefully, we will have some Atlanta representation as we talk about Atlanta throwing its hat into the A7FL ring. For Corey Hammond, who's on assignment, 425, for Mr. Vera, and for me, once again, to Pierce, aka Pierre, and to Mizzle, gentlemen, happy mother freaking birthday. Enjoy your personal holidays with your loved ones, and we'll see you on the other side of the ball. Take care and enjoy yourself.